Hi, welcome back to Chair Yoga. I'm so glad you've joined me today. My name is Deborah, and today we're going to do a short program focusing on doing our abdominals. So I know a lot of us don't like getting on or off the floor, and that's why we've come to Chair Yoga, but we still need to definitely work that core because that's where our balance comes from. That's where our strength comes from. That's how we get up off the chair and get out and live our lives. So let us begin by bringing our focus inward. Let's take a nice deep breath. And let's just start sitting back against our chairs for just a moment. I want you to think about your core. What is your core? It's not just your abdominal muscles. It's not that six-pack you see on TV. It's everything that wraps all the way around, including your back muscles. So we want to work everything all the way around our trunk. As we breathe, I want you to focus on those muscles. Let's take a deep breath in. And just let your gaze fall for now. Nice deep breath. Telling your body that now is the time. It's the time to be stronger. It's the time to be confident. And now, my friends, it is time to sit up straight. Engage those muscles. Think about how your body is supported. And then we'll bring our eyes up. And we'll move to the center of our chairs. Now, the first thing we're going to do to address our core is just engage it. That means I want you to pull your belly button into the spine. Pull your chest up nice and tall, like you're proud of yourself. And that's going to automatically make those shoulders roll back and down. And this is our posture that we should be moving through every single day with. But for many of us, the slouch has become the norm, right? So we want to reverse that process, find this as a natural position. All I want you to do is squeeze that belly button just a little bit tighter and then relax. Pull it in as tight as you can. And when I say relax, I don't mean relax. I mean just let go a little bit. So it's tight and tighter. And as you make it tighter, your belly button comes in and your smile gets bigger, right? And then release. Now, a game I like to play is if you're out and about driving around town, when you hit a stoplight, hold that belly button in until the light changes. Or you could just say at each stop sign, in and out 3 times. As you look, and look again before you go, right? Keep squeezing and releasing. Once more, we're going to squeeze and hold it there. Now we're nice and tall. Now we're going to try to engage those really low muscles by adding a little march. Now I want you to use those low muscles to lift your leg. Those lower back muscles are also assisting to keep you sitting up nice and tall and keep your shoulders square to me. There should not be movement above that belly button. Now here's where it gets tricky. I want you to bring that right leg up and take it out to the side and bring it back and set it down. We're doing all of this without moving our shoulders. Keeping it nice and steady, staying engaged. Is that belly button still glued to your backbone? Oh, I knew it was. And set it down, bring it up, take it out, in, and set it down. Bring it up, bring it out, in, and set it down. Once more with the left leg. Out, in, and down. We're still engaged. Yes, I want you to try to keep your feet on the floor, keep your bottom on the chair, and we're going to take our shoulders around in the biggest circle that you can control. When you feel those opposite hips trying to come off of the chair, you know that you're out of control. Nutmeg is desperate to be part of this video. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear her meowing throughout the video so far, but here she is. She likes this little windmill action, I guess. Let's go in the opposite direction when you get to a comfortable place to reverse. I can see from my cameraman's face that I think the cat is still with me. All right, she's exited, he says. but she still wants to be heard. One more time around, and we'll hold it when we arrive. Now, I want you to think about being an airplane. Arms out. Now, some of you with shoulder issues, your plane may be a little bit lower. You may do this with hands by the side. But all I want you to do is think about leaning to the right and pushing your left hip into the chair. So that's going to create a stretch all the way up here, and it's also going to engage that core. Maybe you're feeling a little stretch through the shoulder. If you take that hand back a little bit, you can open up the chest. Now, coming back to the center, we're going to lean to the left, push the right hip into the chair. Push, 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 push. Make your body longer, and remember, if you want to open up that heart a little bit, take that top hand and just push it behind you a little bit. You'll find that stretch. And back to the center. Over to the right again. Maybe pushing that left hand back a little bit, maybe not. And remember, we've talked about hand position before. Whatever is comfortable for you and your shoulders is where I want you to be. Back to the center, and we'll go over to the left for that long stretch. One more time. Push that right hip down into the chair. Really open up. And if you want that extra stretch through the heart, pushing the hand back. And then we'll come back to neutral. We're still an airplane. Here's where it gets really fun. We're going to lean forward, and I want you to push your feet into the floor, pull your belly button in, and squeeze your shoulder blades back. Take a look somewhere out beyond your toes, but hopefully not straining your neck to look up at the screen. I promise I'm doing the same thing you are. Now we're going to stay right here for one more breath, feeling the strength of our bodies, and then I want you to lean back. But here's the trick. Your feet are going to want to come up, but I want you to push them down into the floor. That's going to help you engage that lower body. Ooh, hold on to it. Look to where you want to fly. Whew. And then we're going to go forward again. Push down through the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades back in together. Remember, our core includes our back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull that belly button in, and now we're going to lean up. I always like to imagine I'm in a James Bond movie, and I've come in my airplane right to the side of the mountain, and I've got to fly up, 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 up. Whew, let's do it one more time. Pushing down into the floor, squeeze those shoulder blades back in together, pull the belly button in nice and tight. And then we're going to fly up, 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 push those feet down into the floor. Whew, and now here's where it gets really, it becomes a cartoon. We're going to get on those tippy toes and run up the side of the mountain. Run, 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 run. Tippy toes, are we going to make it? I don't know. And take a little break, relax. Shoulders back and down. We're not done with that core yet. It's still holding in until you get in bed tonight, right? Some of you are thinking about adjusting that bedtime. All right, friends, I am on the very, very edge of my seat. My left foot is forward, and my right foot is going to hop on top. Now, you have an option. If you have a sensitive back, we've all pulled our belly buttons in. Sensitive backs, you can give yourself a little support here. If you don't feel like you need that support, you can just lean back, find a place for your hands wherever they want to be. And we're going to put our right foot on the floor and our left foot on top. And that left foot down and the right foot up. So we're engaged here, we're engaged here, and we're engaged here. Maybe we're engaged here. Left foot down, right foot up. If you're new to my videos, I am a mirror to you. So if I'm saying right foot, you'll notice that I'm using my left, but it is your right. So don't sweat it. Right foot down, left foot up. What if what you're doing at home doesn't look like what I'm doing? As long as it's safe, that's okay. Right foot down, left foot up. Ooh, are we starting to feel it a little bit? I am. Whew. Right foot down, and we'll stay right there. Let's sit up nice and tall. I'm going to put my feet on the floor. I'm going to reach to you. Again, sensitive backs, if you need the support, you can put hands behind you on the chair. We're just going to take a deep breath and recline back and reach forward. Taking it back, breathe the whole time, and forward. Uh-oh, did your feet try to come off the floor? I'm watching you. And nice and tall. Reaching back and reach to me. Now, what if your lower back is starting to complain? Can you make it smaller? You bet. Remember, I already gave you that option for support. What if that is just still too much for you? You're just starting out. We can go back to that squeeze and release of the beginning of class. And release. Take it back. And up. We're all here for our own reasons. We're all at our own level. We take it as we can, right? Back. And up, and hold it right there. Let's add a little turn and up. If you're using that support on the back, hand is back here. Maybe hands are behind those legs. Oh, engaging those obliques. Are we having fun yet? I think so. Everybody loves to do ab work, right? Especially if you don't have to get on the floor. If you want to make it more challenging, try that open and breathe. You have to hold on tight to your belly button. Only go back as far as you know that you're going to be able to get back up again. Need I remind you, the only rule is no falling, especially if you're at home doing this by yourself. And nice and tall. One more time each side, please. Back. And we're up. Last time, back. And we're up. And we'll take a deep breath. Roll those shoulders back and down. Now we've done a lot of core work. Let's take two fists. We're going to put them behind us on our chair, and we're going to lift our hearts. Open up those shoulder blades. Deep breath. Let your rib cage expand as you breathe. And we'll sit up nice and tall. I'd like you to put both hands on the outside of your right leg and just take a look back behind you to the right. How far you rotate is up to you and your body. We're going to take it around to the other side. Take a look. Stay in control. Keep that belly button pulled in. I wasn't kidding when I said you have to hold it until bedtime. And we'll come around to the front. That modified cat and cow. Our hands are on our knees. We're going to round that back. Let your pelvis tilt up. Let your shoulders bend down. Bow your head. And I like to add a little stretch for that upper back here. And just shake that head. No, no, no. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. We're going to exaggerate that. Pull the hands back. Pull your shoulders back and together. Pull your hips back. Let your belly button fall down and towards the floor. Open up. Breathe. And hands are by your shoulders. We're just going to exaggerate those two movements. I want you to push me away. And then I want you to open up like a beautiful flower. We're going to do that twice more. Use your breath. Inhale, push. And exhale, be big. Give it a push. And open up. A deep inhale brings our shoulders up, back, and down. Once more, inhale up. Exhale, back and down. Hands come to heart center. I thank you so much for spending this time with me. Namaste.